And there we have it. We finally obtained the things we needed to actually send our army out. And we may have done a few other things. So I'm going to go over what has occurred. You may notice I have a lot more money. And a few more buildings. And a lot more garthimis. Because I spent a good portion of time trying to progress the game so that this series can progress. Because it is hard, but it's not that hard. Not that hard for the Fiend. I've just been taking it pretty slow. So we went and built an admin building. And I may have exploited my neighbors a little bit. Typical the Fiend fashion. I only used one mercenary group to beat up some neighbors, some rebel neighbors, because this is the last time I can do that in this game. I kind of thought about it and I was like, why not? Because in the future it's going to be a lot harder. And these are features. They're not bugs. They are features. So I went and captured all of these regions because this guy here had his army posted up right there, ready to go. And he was about to take this area and that would have kind of fucked me up. So I took all of it. And we have a good portion of them actually upgraded here. We're doing this, and then we're just giving them an odd thing. If they can't really make anything, they're not very good at making anything, we give them a multi-crawler pasture. If they are good at something, we make them do that if it's necessary. So for example, nothing here, multi-crawler. Same with this one. They've got some multi-crawler, but we need a little bit more admin. And I've been massacring all of the other populations of these areas. So I go like this. I guess I forgot to do that. But all of them should have that available. Yeah, that was just that region. And this region's fine. Yep, everyone is being massacred. Perfect. And you can see this group is still devastated, so they're only sending 47. But as the devastation goes away, it will actually be a lot better. And you can see we have options for bigger capacity humidifiers, but we don't need that yet. We don't even need that. So I've got some really good options for buildings going on here, and we also have a woodcutter here, so that in the future we can get wood in our city without having to actually cut down trees. Let's speed up time, or have time go progress. We built this big old warehouse. We're going to build a couple of these. These are going to be the import warehouses for all of the goods that come into the city. You can see all of our spoils just came in here. We're trying to upgrade this as I say that, and I'm realizing now we're not going to have any space for all that stuff, but it's okay. It's okay. Ugh. Jeez, I'm going to have to remember to cut that out. I sneezed. Here we are, though. We've got 6 more hatcheries, and then we have the 2 over here, so 8 total hatcheries. That's 80 garthimi babies coming at a time. A new carpenter, a new tailor, and paper maker. So you may be questioning, how the heck did you get all that leather? I killed a lot of Kryptonians. A lot of Kryptonians, and I turned them into leather. And my people are now wearing... Well, they're not wearing them, but they do have that on there. You can see all these dead Kryptonian bodies. All of these bodies are getting turned into leather. And then our people... See, we have 577 leather just sitting right there. Oh my god. So much leather in our city. I could sell it. I'm trying to make enough clothing so that I could actually send people out. But now that we just got this big old import, it's all going to get dropped in front of our capital. But things are going well. Things are going well. We obviously won that battle with our troops here. We didn't lose a single one. We are training them up. I need them all to get to their 30% training here. And we have a good amount of technology put into all of their different training. We have training for soldiering, and then we put another one into spoilage. So our city is doing great. This is going to be kind of a shorter video. I know I always say that. It's probably annoying to hear, but this is going to be definitely a shorter video because I've done all of the stuff in the background. I've been on for the last couple hours trying to get this city up and running to get 500 people. We have 500 total, 593 actually, 167 of whom are slaves. We're going to actually turn that off and have them being butchered because we do not need more than that. If we start to get any more humans in this city, they're going to actually cause a riot. And I probably should start selling them. The second a dealer comes, I'm going to sell like maybe 47 of them, so I have 120. They're working in the admin buildings, and we have 4 libraries, or not libraries, laboratories. But it is looking really good. It is looking really good. I love to see all the hustle and bustle over in this area, and you can see we haven't really even upgraded a lot of these base things. A lot of this stuff is still base level. I haven't even added new services. Our services are still about the same. The Garthimis are just happy because they're born here. That's literally it. They don't give a shit. So we're basically pumping them out here, and then they come over here, and we're going to have the training ground. Then there's going to be housing next to it. We should make that diagonal as well. There's going to be housing alongside of it, and then some basic services, another training ground, housing, services, etc. It's just going to keep going like that so that they can come over here and train up. And then this is our castle, obviously, so we have some space for our Garthimis to live and train inside the castle in case we ever actually really needed to. No, not slaves, we want to do that. But that would never ever occur. If that occurred, that would be a scary scenario. I think in the long game, that's actually something Jake wants to do, though. I think that he'd like it to be able to be a siege that you're under and you could actually recover yourself. And I do think catapults could help you a good deal, but I don't think you have enough time in the battle. Like, if they start destroying stuff, they get to you pretty quickly. Even with all of this around me, it would just be a stop, like a little blocker between them and what they want, which is the throne. So if they killed my army, they would just plow through everybody and everything until they got to the throne. That would likely mean they would come through here. And if I was to guess, they would just start pummeling and destroying everything and everybody in this vicinity, sending their army straight down the road and then straight to my capital building and destroy my gatehouses. So we don't want that to happen. We want to keep our army happy and strong. We have 10 recruits, actually. Wait, what? Soldiers, 10 recruits? What do you mean? But they're training 100 and... I guess they just have... Oh, they're recruits in the sense that they haven't been trained fully. Yeah, we're trying to train up... I want all of these groups to be 100-man regiments, and then eventually 150. Or probably not 150, because when the numbers get to 150, it's a little annoying. And I like to be able to keep track of what my numbers are. So I can say, oh, it's 600 instead of whatever 3 times 150 is, 450. I have to do a little... It takes a little longer in my brain, which I dislike. Regardless, I thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe. We are almost there. Goodbye.